Good morning, traders. Welcome to today's market review. This is Razak at CMTrading. Today is July 4th, 2018, and today is Wednesday morning. So looking at the economic events of the day, earlier today, coming out of Australia, retail sales and trade balance numbers coming out, and then at 10:30 South African time, services PMI number coming out of United Kingdom. Okay, so these are not major numbers, just that you'd be aware of them. In case there are any surprises, you do want to know, especially if you're in a position in one of these currencies. Now, what's noteworthy today is that it's a national holiday in the United States. Most of the banks, or all the banks really, are closed today. Also, the indices and the markets are closed. So I can't expect any of the stocks to be open today. That's all not going to be trading today. And also U.S. indices will not be trading today. Now, all Forex symbols will be trading today. However, some of the commodities will be affected with shorter trading sessions today. So you do need to be aware of this as the trading continues today. But let's look at the markets and see what's been happening. So we're experiencing a rotation in the markets, the dollar getting weaker across the board. Okay, now if we look at the euro, if we look at the GBP, and we look at the Australian dollar versus the USD, they all have very similar graphs. However, one of them is taking the lead. So if we jump to the Aussie USD this morning, you'll see that we're a little bit higher than our double top here, just trading, at 170, at 74. 111-ish level. We almost hit this 74.26-ish earlier today. So just, be aware and look for some cues in the markets to see some sort of breakout. Okay, so altogether, if we do not break this 74.26-ish level, we could certainly see it, sell off later. But however, in this small rally that we're experiencing right now, let's see if we do get some follow through. Now, if we look at the GBP and we'll take a look there, you could see also that it's, a little bit higher and, really flirting with this resistance level. So again, I'd like to see some sort of, one of these symbols actually taking the lead here. At this moment, it looks like the Aussie dollar is taking the lead. And if we look at the Euro USD, we'll see that it's, just below its double top. Okay, so some relative weakness to the euro right now. Okay, so if, we do sell off, my euro would be the first one. I would be the first one to short it, okay, as it's faltering versus the dollar vis-a-vis the other major forex symbols versus the dollar. Now, if we skip to the Japanese yen, you'll see that we've made this triple top almost at 111-ish level. As you can see here, we rallied to 111, and then just in the middle, 110.70-ish level, and then touched it again at 111 and really faltered it. Okay, so if we do break this, moving average at this 14 level over here at 110, we could definitely see it close into this 109.90-ish level. Okay, so for intraday basis, it might be a lighter day because of the national holiday in the United States. Just be aware of it. Okay, it's really important just to be ahead of the game when, especially in these type of days. Now, looking at the Canadian dollar as well, getting stronger versus the USD, partly because the price of oil has gone up. Okay, tomorrow we're going to have weekly inventories numbers for oil. So we're right here at somewhat of a minor support level, okay, as anticipated support level right here at 131. If we do bounce off of this, we'll really solidify this support level, but I'd like to see that actually fruit. Okay, so we'll take a look at this as this continues to trade and maybe play that either the upside or the downside if it does break this 131.30-ish level. Okay, so that's something to keep of note later today. Now, looking at gold, yesterday we had this, bounce. Okay, I don't want to call it that it's a rally. It may be a dead cat bounce, which means that, after a massive sell-off, you do have what's called a short squeeze. All the people that have been short start, covering their shorts closer to a resistance level, a support level rather, and then you get this rally. Okay, so we've gone up 20 points yesterday from 1240 to 1260 after sliding over 55 points. Okay, so that's relatively within reason. Okay, if you look at the RSI, we're almost floating above the 70 level. Okay, now what's going to show us that this is really weak is that if we're going to have a correction to this move and sell off again, because if it's truly a short squeeze, there are not real buyers in the market for this. It's just covering their shorts, and therefore, it's not going to have follow through, and it's going to falter back to the 1240-ish level. So that's what I'd be looking and the gold as we continue to trade this week. Now, we're looking at oil right now, and as it's breaking out higher and really teasing us on the upside, it looks like it's going to take off, and then it does, and then it just retraces quite mildly. Okay, so to buy these at these levels is very difficult. Okay, we do have an $80 target between now and September-ish level time, so just be aware of that. Okay, but as the numbers come out tomorrow, also be aware that it's a shorter trading session today. With that in mind, looking at the DAX this morning, we're just a little bit above our resistance level right here, and altogether, we're just finding a new trading range to be trading between. On the upside, 360-ish level, 370-ish level-ish. Okay, that's why I say ish. And then on the downside, 12100-ish level. Okay, so as we come closer to the higher spectrum of it, I'd be looking actually to short it. I haven't seen some sort of impetus that's going to show us that it's going to move to the higher 12,000-ish level. So I'm more inclined to think that we're going to trade within these areas, within this trading range, as we continue trading throughout the summer. Now, jumping into the JSE. All right, now this is really important to note because it's had a very rocky trading sessions over the past few days. Now, we had earlier this week a massive rally, okay, and a gap up and go, but then we really didn't carry that through, and then we gapped down and we closed the gap and then sold off, okay, which is a classical move. And now it's really forming a resistance level at this 51,000, I would call it 51,600-ish level, okay, and we're gapping down this morning. If we falter the gap, we could see a correctional move back to the downside. So just keep that in mind as we continue to trade further today. Now, like I said, the U.S. stock markets are closed today, so I'm not going to do any analysis on that market per se, but just be aware of it. Okay, so it might be a lighter trading day, so don't trade as heavy, even though it's a Wednesday and we're cooking into the middle of the week. It might be just a lighter trading session, so just be aware of it. This is Fred Razak. I want to wish you guys a great trading day. Thank you.